Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here. Welcome to another live stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me through my, headphone set. Just want to make sure. Yeah, welcome to a live stream. We're doing something a little different with a different quality camera, obviously. I'm using my phone for this. Yeah, and, as you can see, like, obviously, wow, we're already starting. How do I open the chat here? Is this the chat? Top chat, okay. Hello, Nick. Hello, Carter. Wow, this is actually finally working. So we're trying this differently on my phone. Yeah, we're trying this differently. I'm using my phone this time for this live stream. And, yeah, so, basically, if you guys have been wondering where the hell I've been, I know the focus is fucking terrible. It's because of the lighting. Hang on, let me just try to do something here. Okay, there we go. So for those who are wondering where the hell I've been for the last few days and why there hasn't been any videos, I did post, a little announcement statement in terms of the channel and everything and what the hell's going on in terms of like my 100th episode and everything. And just to sum it up, things have been a little chaotic. I've just been super busy prepping Anime North. That's actually happening this weekend. If you guys would like to get tickets for Anime North, go check out their website. I will provide a link below after this live stream because I'm using my phone. I don't really have time to do any details in the description. But yeah, that's what's been happening. I'm just basically preparing for Anime North, which is one of the biggest cons I look forward to every year. But yeah, so prepping cosplays and everything. And then on top of that, yeah, the 100th episode is still being worked on. But actually, as of lately, I've been really kind of doing a lot on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So if you guys want to go follow me there, go check them out. They're pretty cool. But yeah, so today, if you guys see the different location, I'm just gonna move you guys. This here is the workshop. This is where all the magic happens, on filmmaking, especially right there, and we'll get to that in a sec. But, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a tour of the workshop, essentially what we do. Right now I am working through my dad's work area. This is kind of his workstation stuff, so all kinds of tools and shit we use to build stuff, but I've been taking a lot of advantage of that and being able to, essentially work on other projects and everything and build stuff. Actually, this whole, garage here that we used, we've used this on several productions. This was actually where we had the set of the Falcon for the Star Wars reviews. We've had, I'm trying to think what else. We've shot Kong here as the backstage thing. As you can see actually here, that's the door through there that Jake and Silvana went through, which is pretty cool. And yeah, actually, while we're at it, I might as well show you some of the props, that we kept, for the longest time. As you guys see, yes, we still have the Kong hand that was used in that movie. It's still here. It's a wonderful piece. It's kind of hard to let go of this thing. But basically, if you guys are wondering, how the hell this was made, well, we basically took the reference from, like, you know, like those toy, robot hands you get where you pull, like, a trigger and the hand moves? That was basically the start in terms of, essentially coming up with kind of the basic design of it. So, the main section of the hand, I'm just going to move you guys down here. The main section is this. It's just a piece of wood that is about, I want to say about 10 feet long, essentially. And what we did was, the first thing we did is we bought this handpiece here is actually from a Halloween costume, which is basically a girl in dress with the gorilla hand. So we took the dress off, and then we just kind of patched it up. I put a little tape and everything around it, as you can see. But then the main thing we did was we bought bed foam at bed foam at Walmart, and we used that for the foam padding. And then I just went to a fabric store and I got black fur and just wrapped it around it. And my dad stitched it all together. Now, originally, this thing, what was cool about it is that you could basically, I put fishing line through the fingers and stuff, and then it would feed down here like a vein, like a blood vein, basically. And so one person would lift the hand, and then the other person would pull the string and basically make the fingers move. So it'd be like this, essentially. So, first few days of shooting, we did it, and it worked fine, and then the wire snapped, and then we never got back to it, unfortunately. So we just left it limp for the rest of the production, which is one of the lazy things about it. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out how to get the top chat going. What do you think of an apocalyptic alien movie? Only think of Alien Vision. I'm not too sure. I'm surprised your folks haven't thrown out most of your props. Also saw your Mother's Day. Holy crap. Yeah, my mom worked with David Bowie back in the 90s before I was even conceived. So there's that. Thank you so much, Nicole, for watching the Employable Me episode. If you guys don't know, I did do a TV show, Employable Me. It aired actually yesterday on TVO. Actually at the same time as Game of Thrones. So if you guys want to go check that out, look up Employable Me, look up my name, and you guys can see what the hell I did there. But anyway, so moving on. First I need a drink. This calls for a Pepsi. Fuck it. It's like, this live stream brought to you by Pepsi. So, basically, yeah, that's just the start of it. I'll just... You guys, I'm sure... please know, guys, whenever you do live streams, just a heads up, always film it sideways. I hate ones where it's vertical, because it looks terrible. What time is it in Canada? It's about 4:30 right now. Also, the other reason you haven't seen me done many videos, guys, is for the last week, I've been suffering a very bad cold and a very bad cough. Been coughing up phlegm like crazy. But that's why you've also haven't seen many videos. I just haven't been really physically active lately. But yeah, so that's essentially what's going on. Is there somebody coming in? I'm not too sure. I thought the dog was coming in. But anyway, so now I've got a drink in my system. We're gonna move you guys again. Oh shit. But yeah, so basically this is basically where it works. So today on the live stream, once we get to questions and shit, I will probably just also be multitasking and setting up and fixing up props for Anime North. But in the meantime, I might as well show you the main workshop, which is right here. And as you can see, there's so much shit stacked up. A lot of this stuff is for Star Wars coming, the upcoming prequels, which we are currently working on. We're doing location scouting and stuff. But yeah, actually, the first thing I should show you, I just finished doing painting and stuff on these saber props. I'll just pull up the Darth Maul one because that's the coolest one. Basically, the way to make really good lightsaber props, from my perspective, is I should just move this one over here. But yeah, so the lightsaber props are massive right now. So basically, to make proper lightsabers for episodes, or for any Star Wars fan film, essentially. I'm just trying to get the right camera angle here. Oh, boy, that's a little too much. There we go. So, here's one of the saber props. This is the Luke Skywalker saber. This is the one that Eric Bryce Duke is going to be using as his prop. The way to make these look like accurate as they do in the film, basically go to Toys R Us and pick up the most recent basic sabers, which are the ones that like connect and stuff and have the plastic tubes, like the plastic telescopic blades. Cut the blades off and then replace it with a PVC pipe. PVC pipe is your best friend. These are your common like things for saber blades. So buy a couple of these and then spray paint them with sort of a bright orange, because that way in the effects it'll be easier to track the special effects in. So we're using a lot of these on the shoot. I've bought in so many of these lightsabers. They're unbelievable. We got a ton of them there. There's a couple of my props and stuff. If you guys saw the teaser, I'm just going to move them stuff. We're a little bit crowded right now, folks. If you guys saw the teaser, you know, we have a damaged Darth Vader helmet, but the main Darth Vader helmet that we're using is this guy right here. I'm borrowing this off a friend, my buddy Joshua Botello, N64 Gamer. Go check out his channel. He, during the original trilogy shoot, let us borrow his Darth Vader suit. So, what's really great about this helmet, this is a really good quality helmet. It's by Rubies. They make really good Star Wars costumes. My opinion, get this one, because this is actually the same helmet that they used, that JonTron used in Starcade for his Darth Vader costume. He used the same Halloween costume helmet is for that. So it's a good quality helmet. So aside from that, we got, you know, Stormtrooper outfits. We've been buying a ton of those. We have an X-Wing pilot helmet here. Again, a lot of these I am borrowing off of Josh just to help with the production. But yeah, there's some stuff going there. I just want to find a good place. I'll just put them here for now. We got all kinds of, we have here, there's, obviously a lightsaber hilt. We have a Jar Jar. We have a Watto. Cool. And then, yeah, we got all this stuff. This is all my tools and stuff that I use for a lot of stuff. By the way, any costume makers, prop makers, gaffer tape is your best friend. Most people will use duct tape. Duct tape is good, but for painting stuff, it's worthless because the paint will not stick on it. your best friend, in my opinion, is gaffer tape. Gaffer tape is your best friend for any costume build. So, there's that. Lighting, obviously, for future productions. But yeah, and then here. These are what are left of the stop-motion puppets used in Kong. As you guys can see. I'm just going to kind of see if I can set the live stream there. There we go. So yeah, these are what are left of the puppets, essentially. I guess the one, obviously you have, this one was off an old baby Triceratops that we didn't end up using in the shoot. This is one that ended up getting cut out. A lot of these I sculpted myself. Now, for a lot of the sailors and stuff, we actually use, this is cool, we use G.I. Joe figures, vintage G.I. Joe figures. If you ever want any posable human characters to basically kill and stuff, use these guys. They're very posable. You can find these at any kind of, even broken ones you can find at used places. But yeah, you have a little G.I. Joe figure. This here is actually Evan's character. This is one of the sailors. All these are the sailors. Essentially, we got Jimmy the cabin boy, you got Hans, you got all of them in here. This was Herb's puppet, when he died and got eaten. We just used a Elizabeth Swann Pirates of the Caribbean figure for this, so it worked well. But yeah, so there's all that, and then let's just get to the dinosaurs, because that's what you all want to see. Basically, let's get here. I guess my most proudest one that I've made is this one right here, the Triceratops. I still keep this guy in really good condition. He's one of my favorites that I've ever sculpted. But yeah, what's really great about this is that, obviously, it's all plasticine. Plasticine is what I use for a lot of my puppets. But, the feet are just painted, just white paint on the little stubs. There are toothpicks that just kind of go down the spine to add more detail. That was an idea I took off of, Elijah Donovan and Nessie Film Studios when they did their remake of King Kong. I did a review of that on my Kong reviews. I took the kind of idea of using toothpicks for, the spikes. But the big catcher for me is the head, the sculpted head. Honestly, I sculpted the head. One of the biggest people that was a good form of guidance for building the heads was actually Fred the Dinosaur Man, who does these amazing stop-motion claymation dinosaur things. He's huge. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. But he was a good help in sculpting these puppets. So the main thing I liked is the beak, the kind of beak area. This is actually off an old, plastic parrot figure, this really cheap-looking plastic parrot. I just cut the beak out and painted it and added that and added the mouth. The horns are actually these things here. The horns are these. These are little kind of beaded kind of claw tooth things that I found at a local, art place. And what's really cool is that these were used for not only horns, they were not only used for horns for certain creatures, they were also used as the teeth for the T-Rex costume, which is pretty cool. But that came in handy when building the main lower horn. And yes, the actual horns on the Triceratops are actually chicken bones. Chicken bones actually look good for horns and stuff, so I just used those. I had a couple of wings one night, and I just kind of add them on and painted them. And yeah, and actually, while we're at it, let's find the character that gets pretty much, I think it's Peak. Yeah, it's Peak who gets killed. Here's the puppet version of Peak that would intercut. Yeah, this guy was tricky to put together. This was again a G.I. Joe figure. I just painted gray and everything like that. Peak, it's P-E-E-K is how we put it. He's actually a character from the 96 Kong draft that never got made. But, the biggest problem was, the thing is with G.I. Joe figures is that they always have some sort of elastic inside them. So once that snaps, these things are fucked. So I just glued them all together. But the main pisser was getting this pierced hole. I had to drill a hole in him and make sure not to break him entirely or snap him. But yeah, we had to match it where he could slip onto the horn just like that. And then just one frame, you take a picture, one frame, you take a picture. And there you go. Bloody, disgusting death. I loved how this came out. Because this is something, in terms of, when you have... I've noticed this with dinosaur movies. They don't really come up with any really creative death. So with each dinosaur sequence, I wanted to come up with a creative death. So this is one of my favorites, where the horn just goes right through the motherfucker. And it's something where I imagine a guy getting pierced by a rhino in Africa. That kind of, really gritty stuff. And we obviously added fake blood and stuff, and, his horn's coming off. But yeah, so this is how a lot of the puppet. This is one of my personal favorite puppets used in the film, and I still love it. I still hold on to it dearly. I guess the next one to show you. Well, this one's kind of his head's fallen off. I guess I'll show you one of the Brontosaur puppets. This guy, we made a total of 8 of these puppets, 8 Brontosauruses for the Stampede sequence. This is one of the last ones that's kind of left in good shape. We only have really about 2 of them left, really in good condition. But yeah, as you can see, there's obviously the feet are again painted like the Triceratops. We used googly eyes for the eyes, but all I did was just paint them as well. But as you can see, yeah, he's still in great shape. He's still a wonderful puppet. Again, huge thanks to Fred the Dinosaur Man and his tutorials on how to sculpt these guys. How tall was Kong in my movie? He was about 55 feet. 55, which is the standard. But yeah, so we built one, so there's one of the puppets. We have another puppet here. Same thing, you know, we made about 8 of these. And then this is what's left of the other ones. Also, you have the neck, all that's left, and then you have like a little stuffed head. But actually, one that most didn't know is that we built a larger scale, and it was this guy right here. This is the larger scale Brontosaurus head stop-motion puppet, because funny enough, this was the original puppet that was going to be used, because the puppet was a lot bigger, but it turned out to be a lot difficult to animate. So I kept the head because I did like the sculpture and everything, but it came in handy when you had to animate the Carnotaur jumping on his neck and biting him. And that's where this guy comes in. This is the scaled Carnotaur puppet that was basically used to jump in and grab him. So that was a pretty cool thing to shoot. And yeah, so there's the Brontosaur. And by the way, anything that's left of any of the puppets, the Stegosaur and stuff, is all on this big, let me just move this here, this big piece of plasticine. I just basically took all the old puppets that were beyond repair and just put them all into one piece of plasticine in case I ever need to build any more puppets. But yeah, plasticine or you bet. I actually took, funny enough, a lot of this I took from my art class in high school. I took all their used plasticine, just took it home. But yeah, so here's one of the scale Carnotaurs. This is the one that used on the that was used on the T-Rex head, essentially, or not the T-Rex head, the Brontosaur head was used to grab it, and pretty nice figure. Again, teeth, molds, and everything. It's just toothpicks and plasticine, googly eyes. And then just move some stuff here because I don't want it to get damaged. Then we have the smaller scale. These are the smaller. Oh wow, okay. That's boot in the way. We have these smaller scale ones, and these were used on the main Brontosaurus puppets for more wider shots. So these are just little smaller versions with, again, toothpicks and stuff sculpted in. Do I know how to drive? Unfortunately, no, I don't drive, Ned. I take transit everywhere. And then finally, there's the mass scale one. The main scale one is this guy. Again, this one I'm really proud of. And he has been through the ringer. Like, he has been through the ringer. I think I've sculpted his legs more than one occasion. But, yeah, there's the Carnotaur, the main one used in the shoot. He's still in good shape. You can see, obviously, I did have plasticine around his lips to give him more lip movements. His teeth and his spikes are all toothpicks. Same horn mentality as the Triceratops. But, yeah, these are great puppets, honestly. I love these things, but these are great for any reference. I might do sort of a tutorial on how to build one of these someday as, like, a prop shop episode, but I don't know exactly yet. Let's see what happens, but let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But yeah, the only problem was he would not stand still, so in a lot of shots he had a rod kind of going through his crotch area that he would, and there'd be these, because we have here on the end, this is actually the same animation table we used on Kong. And one of the things, we built this thing from total scratch, and what's really great is that it has all these little drilled hole divots in them, so you could easily, like, pin down the puppets onto the table. Makes it easier. But yeah, we had a little rod that would go here and just stick here, so he would just run in place, and I would just animate it. But he's still a great little figure. He's still a great little puppet, and he's, like, really, really awesome, honestly. But aside from that, in terms of stop-motion puppets, that's really about it. That's pretty much all that's left for... Although, here's some that were never used, actually, are these guys. These are just little claymation puppets that I built early in the production, and we ended up never using. These guys have just been sitting here collecting dust, but I keep them around because they look kind of cool, and they were kind of something I did in high school. But anyway, my dog's name is Timber Ike. another one of the pieces I am actually currently working on for Anime North. I'm just gonna be oh shit, I just lost you there. It's like technical difficulties. Please stand by. Let me just find a place to put you guys. Let's try this. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Yeah, it works. Okay, perfect. So one of the things I am currently working on for Anime North, this is something that needs to be repaired. I don't know what the condition is because I haven't picked him up in a while. Is this guy? This is Jockin. Now you guys probably wondering who the hell is Jockin. Jockin is a character from one of my favorite animated favorite series of all time, probably number one next to home movies, Inuyasha. Jockin is Sashoru's loyal servant, and I figured, like, I've seen so many cosplays and stuff of Jockin, but I always found them to be very kind of meh. I figured the best way to do a Jockin character at a con is rather than doing him as a suit or anything, do him as, I figured if they did like a live action movie, they'd do him as a puppet. So this is basically a Muppet Jockin. This is a hand puppet that I built completely from scratch, which is pretty cool. You have the staff with two heads, which is just two skulls. I just got to repair this guy today, so you guys might be able to see me work on him. He has styrofoam balls for eyes, so I just basically got to go back in, repaint them, and do that before the con. But he is a really cool guy. Let me just actually see if I can get him essentially going here. I actually made a Kong puppet. I was soldering wire and foil. Oh, wow, that actually is cool, Huey. Yeah, I use a lightsaber thing to kind of keep him standing. But let's see if we can, like, get him going. Actually, first thing I should do is, when I have the puppet, actually, I do have this, I have leftover sleeves from this little, robe thing. So I just stick this on, sort of like that. Actually, it looks kind of cool for, like, a gauntlet. But, here we go. So, let's get this guy going. I can kind of show you how this guy works. So he's basically, yeah, he's a Muppet. He's basically a complete puppet, kind of like Yoda in Star Wars. That's figured, you know, he's like Japanese Kermit-san, or Kermit-chan. But yeah, he'll just kind of go around and, let me just try to find a better angle for this guy, for you guys. Place you right here. But yeah, you can see, yeah, it's totally Yoda. It's like, dark side, yes, So yeah, he'll just kind of walk around and just kind of be around the con, just kind of walking around, following Sashomaru and everything. So this is one of essentially a cosplay I'm going to be doing for Anime North, is basically Muppet Jockin. And I think he's actually really cool. Do you agree? Yes, we really agree. We want to find Lord Sashomaru. Oh! But yeah, he's kind of cool. So this is something that's going to be carrying around the con. So if I see a Sashomaru cosplay, you can see that guy in the Dark Crystal. Oh! I've never seen the Dark Crystal, unfortunately, KiwiTuber. I have to find Lord Sashomaru. But yeah, I'm hoping to, like, at some point put him in a, have him at the con. So I'm actually gonna find Sashomaru cosplays and actually have him walk around and be like, Lord Sashomaru, wait for me. Actually, you know what'd be better? This is how they do it. We could actually do how they do it in the Muppets. So they just kind of sit down over the table, and they're just gonna, like, walk around. Basically. Walking around, just seeing, like, this weird puppet thing walking around. Hey, look, I'm actually being a Muppeteer. Here you go. Got to find Lord Sashomaru. Have you guys seen him? I can't find him anywhere. He's gonna kill me if I can't find Rin. But yeah, there you go. Muppet Jockin. I'm gonna work on him for a little bit, get him repaired. Basically, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, he pretty much is Japanese Yoda. It's like just imagine the Japanese dub. I can't do Japanese, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're going to work on him a bit today, and then we're also going to work on... Ah, Jesus. Come on, Jockin. Come on, I need my hand back. I can't live in your mouth forever. Stop it. Okay. So he's going to go back there, and we're just going to probably repair him today. First things first, though, I'm going to actually do some repair work on some other stuff. Clearly, one of the main things is my bat suit. Because if you guys know, if you saw my Comic-Con photos, I did do a Batman cosplay of Michael Keaton. So one of the things we have, obviously, these are actually the original gloves I used. These were just like rubber, like dish gloves. But you go to a dollar store, they work the best. But one of the things we're going to be working on is I have these leather boots, and I have to kind of get some foam padding in them. If not those, I will probably use Josh's Kylo Ren boots, if anything, because those are a little bit easier. But a couple things we need to repair today. First of all, we need to repair these gloves. These gloves are in serious disrepair. They need some hot glue on them. We're going to do that. A lot of hot glue today. We have 2 utility belts. This was my original belt. And one of the things we're going to add is this old Batman logo. This actually came off an old Batman and Robin Halloween costume. And basically all we're going to do is we're going to kind of cut it properly, kind of cut out the right shape so it doesn't stick out. We're just going to cut this kind of down in half and stick it on both sides of the belt so it can clip on. So we're going to do that. But the main issue is this utility belt. This belt needs to totally be repaired because my waist would not fit around this thing. I wore it for a little bit, and then it completely snapped. It completely snapped off, and we need to add, I think we need to add a bit more, a bit more feet to this guy. So I'd say we work on this buddy first. So I'm going to take all the pieces, and we're going to get to work. To the bat control thing. Just kind of going through, yeah, our garage is a bit of a mess. So, now that we're doing that, while I'm working on this, I can probably answer some questions, which would be great, because I haven't heard from you guys in a while. Hope you guys are doing well. Bastards there. Just going to plug you guys in, let you guys charge for a little bit. Okay. Let's get you guys a bit lower. Maybe. No, don't care. Oh, shit. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Alright, and there we go. Okay, is that a little better? I think that's a little better. But yeah, so we're just gonna work on this today, and hopefully fix this up for the con. Which is gonna be fantastic. So, main thing, hot glue gun. This is your best friend. So, okay, so let's discuss this. Questions while we're waiting for this thing to heat up. Fire away. It's like Ask That Guy with the Glasses. Like, greetings and welcome to Ask That Jack with the Glasses. That's a very good question. Oh shit. That's gonna be pisser. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna let that warm up, and we can discuss some questions beforehand. Ever play Doom? No, but I want to. I want to get Doom on the Super Nintendo. That's on my list at the moment. But yeah, haven't played that yet, Nick, but I want to. I really want to. Jay, I would advise not to be asked for too much. So, in terms of building this bat belt and repairing it, the problem is that these motherfuckers snapped off. So we're going to try to fix this and probably keep them back on, essentially. Maybe I'll put some tape or something around them. We got a little, actually this little like kind of coin purse patch thing. The reason I have this for the belt is because this is a good place to store my phone, my wallet, on a batsuit, because the batsuit does not have pockets. So we're going to do that. And the main thing, we are going to repair this sucker. So the main thing we got to do is obviously take the clip out. That. Let's see. We are working on a team up, J-Watch. Don't worry. We are working on a team up episode. We just don't know. We're just trying to figure it out around our schedules. So I'd say, how much do we want to cut off here? I'd say an extra foot, maybe. I don't know. Let's do an extra. Let's do an extra foot just in case we need more. In case I need more when I'm doing the belt itself. And shit, these scissors suck ass. Alright, what we're going to do is I'm going to find better scissors. So, I will take you guys with me. We can go on a little adventure. Follow me. Do you guys like these form of live streams? Because I might do more of these. Like, I want to do these at Anime. I want to do a live stream at Anime North. That's for sure. I want to stream it with you guys. If you guys can hear audio in the background, that's just Braveheart playing on the TV, because I love that movie. That'd be a good review. Boom, there we go. Better scissors. And yes, guys, this is the puppetry room. Actually, we shot most of Kong here. We shot the whole Venture Bridge thing here in my little laundry room, which is kind of cool. So there's that. This little photo of Walt there. Everybody likes Walt. Although as a kid, he scared the shit out of me back then. He's still looking at me. Ah! Oh, and Timber's here. Say hi to everybody, Timber. Timber, you're on the live stream. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hello, baby. You say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Yeah, he's such a good girl. She's such a good puppy. Alright. So, there's that. What's my favorite Godzilla design? It's really a toss-up between 62, Shin. I am liking the new King of the Monsters design, but I think my personal favorite is GMK. I love the GMK design. That's my favorite. You can see my hand there. GMK is my favorite design. So, oof. Yeah, we're going to work on this sucker. So, where were we? We needed a foot of this. So, what about a foot? Mine's 19. I like 1984 too, Huey. I think, it is nice. Actually, you know what's funny? I watched Godzilla 84 or Return of Godzilla or Godzilla 85 the other day, and it's really complicated for me because as much as I love the original Japanese version of the original Godzilla, when it comes to the follow-up 84, I prefer the American dub over the Japanese dub. Because the Japanese version feels a little, slow-paced. I felt like Roger Corman, when he came in and he did the American cut, he actually did make it go faster, and, of course, added the iconic Raymond Burr. And the thing is, Raymond, I really want to see somebody take the original Gojira and splice it with the American version and have sort of two consistent stories going on, in my opinion. That's what I would want to see with the original Godzilla, to enjoy a full experience, is to have both splice the American and Japanese cuts together. In terms of the English dub of King of the Monsters, cut that out, keep the Japanese, but everything with Raymond Burr, keep in there somehow. That's what I would do, is do kind of a fan edit of the original. Because then that would make watching 85 a lot more fun, because as much as, obviously, American versions are butchering the original Japanese films, I honestly felt Raymond Burr was the best thing about Godzilla 85. One of the improvements, actually, because he's playing the same character 30 years later. He's suffering from, he sees Godzilla and he's getting, PTSD flashbacks, which I loved. And I also thought his monologue at the end is really emotional, really sad, and it really kind of does better than the Japanese version. And also, is it me, or is in Godzilla in the 85 version, is Raymond Burr channeling and kind of both size and acting to Orson Welles at the time? Because I swear to God, if you took a picture of Orson Welles in the 80s and Raymond Burr in the 80s, you couldn't tell them apart, honestly. Is it me, or is he channeling Orson Welles? I really felt that a little bit. So, yeah, I like the American cut of 84 more than the original cut. So, yeah, I just think that's kind of fascinating. And the fact they haven't released that version on Blu-ray or DVD really bugs me. You can only find it on VHS. Okay, so we're going to cut that, I'd say, about that much. There we go. What we're going to do, I'd say the first thing we do is actually glue this shit. I think that'll be a little bit easier if we just glue it. So, we're going to basically take the belt, and I'd say we glue it, let's glue it there. Actually, we'll do better if we just glue it. I'm going to go up there. Yeah, perfect. Right there. Perfect. Okay. So, I'm just going to take some hot glue. Oh, shit. Needs to push it. Whoa. Don't want to burn. Bear in mind, guys, every time I use a hot glue gun, I am burning my ass off with this shit. So, bear that in mind. Which side? I want to use this side. So, we're just going to slap that on there. Hold that down. Yeah, we're just holding down the belt part because we want to make it look nice. What do I think of Robert Pattinson as Batman? Oh boy, the news is spread. Let me put it like this. It was the same thing with Ben Affleck. I'm going to give him a chance. I give every actor who plays Batman a chance. Because think about this, guys. This is what I said on social media. Every time for the last 30 fucking years, every time they recast Batman, people bitch about it more than Robin. And that's fact. Think about it. Michael Keaton, people bitched. Look how that turned out. Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer and George Clooney, I don't think anybody really complained, but they still turned out all right. Christian Bale. Oh, he's a kid from Newsies. Look how that turned out. Look how that turned out. He's the kid from Newsies. He's fucking Batman. He's fucking amazing. Ben Affleck. Daredevil, yeah, the Zealy, these crappy movies came out 10 years ago. Okay, those were terrible, but look how he turned out. I thought Ben Affleck wasn't half bad as Batman. As a older, broken Batman, he did the job. He honestly did the job well. I found he was the closest thing to Kevin Conroy's Batman in terms of, acting as the character and everything. Obviously, he killed people, but hey, come on, guys. I'm okay with Batman killing people. I'm totally okay with that. He did that in 89. He did that in 92. He did that in 95, technically. Took a break around the mid-2000s, but it's about time he went back to doing that. So, Robert Pattinson is Batman. Remember, Twilight came out 10 years ago, and I was on the hate train as much as you guys. I mean, the only one I've seen was Breaking Dawn. Processing. Okay, are we back? Okay, something happened here. Okay, yeah, okay, we're back. No worries, guys. Sorry, I think we just kind of... Something happened there, I apologize. We got a little sidetracked, a little technical problem. But I think we're back? Let us know if we're back. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're good. Yeah, something happened, a little technical problem there. Sorry, guys. But as I was saying, I want to give Robert Pattinson a chance. And remember, Twilight came out 10 years ago. The only one I saw was Breaking Dawn, which was actually the most tolerable because I was interested in what was going on. But yeah, I'm going to be a bit optimistic. I'm going to give him a chance. Because remember, he's kind of playing a prequel Ben Affleck, and I think he might pull it off. Let's see what happens. I just hope for the best, honestly. But that's just me. So I'm going to give him a chance. I think he's actually improved as an actor, so I think he'll do okay. So, moving on. So we got the first part of the belt done. Nice and snugly. It's a reboot? Are you sure? Because I heard it was a prequel. Okay, as long as we can get the Danny Elfman theme back, I'm okay. That's all I want is a good Batman theme. Because the last few have been terrible. Except for Dark Knight. I did like that theme, but enough with the Hans Zimmer shit, honestly. Alright, so we're going to basically put some gaffer tape on here. Keep it nice and sniggly. Sniggly doobity-doo. There we go. Just kind of put that in. That basically keeps it secure, essentially. We have some black on the back. Wonder what are the new dinosaurs for Jurassic World 3? I have no idea. You know what? Let's get some different flying dinosaurs in there, honestly. I think, maybe some Quetzalcoatluses and stuff. That would be nice. I would be honestly okay with that. Some bigger pterodons, except for Pteranodon, you know? Because I think Pteranodon's starting to lose his basis, essentially. He's losing his kind of fandom, in a way. So I think one of the things we're going to do, we're actually going to cut this. We're going to get it a bit more, sort of, where it'll fit on the knob. And bear in mind, a lot of this I do from scratch. I don't take measurements and stuff, which, oh my god, people are going to be like, oh, you don't take measurements, why? Because I just like to see how it turns out, because I'm very quick. Quick, easy filmmaking, people. So, I'm going to say, maybe glue, can we glue that? I don't know if we should, let me just check the size first. I just want to make sure this will fit properly. Oh, can we get Pachycephalosaurus back, or Parasaurolophus back? That's what I want. Okay, so I'm just going to put this around my waist. See if it will fit. I think it might be a little too... that's a little way too big. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to clip it in. I'm just going to measure it out. Okay, so it has to be about Okay, yeah, actually that works way better if I can just measure it like this. Yep, that works way better. Okay, we got this. So, just gonna maybe tighten it a little bit more. I'm just gonna mark this down. Hold on, what you got, folks. There you go. Hopefully that came out well. Yeah, okay. So, I'm just gonna unbuckle it. And we're gonna hot glue this shit down. There's the belt. I wonder if I should get it a little bit loose, just a teeny bit. Help Philip Manning. What do you mean? Okay, don't know what you mean. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna basically, yeah, glue it. Perfect. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So I'm just gonna glue this down a little bit. Doop-a-doop-a-doo-doo-doo. And we're just gonna slap that down like that. Get that shit right in there. As you guys can see, there's how the belt's looking. Peter Larson, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, honestly, like, I'm really at the point where it's like, I'm just gonna wait to see what they do with it. Like, I'm all for more Batman. I'm the only one who actually gives a shit about Batman, because I think think about it, guys, we've gone a long time without a solo Batman movie. You ever notice that? We haven't had a solo Batman movie in years. I think it's about time he kind of came back. Let's see. Okay, so that looks all right. That all looks pretty good. Now, the question is, do we want to put... Because the clip is... Okay, the clip is still a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little tiny bit of tape onto this belt. Just to give it a bit more, just to keep it secure and sturdy. So, just gonna take a little teeny bit of Gorilla Tape. Stick with the belt here. Again, I'm still going through a bit of a cold, guys, because I've been dealing with that for a week. That's why I haven't seen many videos. And I know, this is really out of focus right now. There we go. Do you think Batman or Robin is the worst Batman movie? I've heard otherwise. I'll tell you, you know what's better than Batman and Robin? Well, you know what better than Batman and Robin? The Phantom Menace. Actually, it celebrated 20 years last year. And if you guys follow me on social media, I celebrated the shit out of that movie. I still like the Phantom Menace. I still think it's the better Star Wars prequel. Yeah, I said it. It is the better prequel. But I liked Phantom Menace. I still think it's a you know what, Huey? I didn't mind Batman v Superman. I mean, was it a good movie? No, it wasn't a good movie. It was poorly paced. It was studio interference. I mean, I liked a lot of it when it first came out, but my big change in opinion came from Movie Bob's why Batman v Superman is really that bad, and it totally changed my opinion on the movie. And I'm like, wow, this is not good. And if you guys want to see a good analysis on the film, go check out Movie Bob's Really That Bad on Batman v Superman, because yeah, you can tell there's a lot of studio interference on that film. So for me, I thought it was okay. I mean, can I be honest? I gotta be honest, guys. When Batman v Superman came out, I was only giving a shit about Batman. Because honestly, I saw Man of Steel and I hated it. I did not like Man of Steel. And that's mostly due to the fact the editing is atrocious. If they changed the editing where it went into chronological order, if they colored it a bit and added the John Williams theme, I would have been okay with it. But it was just a mixed mess of a film. So if you guys want to know my full opinion, go check out my review. But Batman v Superman I liked more only because it had Batman in it, and I only give a shit about Batman when it comes to the DC movies. I couldn't care any more about any of the other DC properties. Only give a shit about Batman. So for me, I liked the movie. I really did enjoy that film. Okay, so one of the things I actually am considering is trimming these down maybe, because that was the problem, is that they were so big they couldn't fit onto the belt. So maybe what I can do is, let me measure this. That actually, yeah, you know what? This might actually work a bit better. So what I'm going to do is kind of trim these a bit and just kind of mark. Let me get a Sharpie or a pencil here. Nope, that's crap. There we go. But do I want to keep it a little bit high? This is tough. I can't decide how big I should want these. I think I'll just go here for now, maybe? Yeah, it might be there for now. Actually, no, I'm going to keep these on as they are. I'll just erase these. Okay. So, yeah, I liked Batman v Superman only because I only gave a shit about Batman. And actually, you know what? I didn't mind Suicide Squad. Okay, that's another problem. Actually, you bring this up, J-Watch. The Batmobiles in the recent movies, I've hated. Ever since Batman Begins, I've hated every incarnation of the Batmobile. They're terrible. They're absolute garbage. Like, they look like either a giant tank or a Hot Wheels car. What happened to the fucking fins on the back of the Batmobile, honestly? I want those back, goddammit. I want those fins back on the Batmobile. Because that makes it a Batmobile. I did not care for the new Batmobiles. The Tumbler looked like the Turtle Van. It looked like the Turtle Van. It looked like something the Ninja Turtles would drive. The new Batmobile that Ben Affleck used, garbage. I hated it. It was not a Batmobile. It was a Hot Wheels car. Like, can I be honest? Like, let's get back the goddamn fins. I like my fucking bat fins. Arkham Knight Batmobile's terrible too, Ethan. I'm sorry. It's bad because they don't look like a fucking bat. At least, like, what is it? Like, fucking, what is it? Like, 89, honestly, 89 Batman will go down as the best Batmobile ever made. 1989 Batmobile, best Batman car ever made, honestly. That is a goddamn Batmobile. But yeah, I cannot stand that. And yes, J-Watch, in terms of your question, we are using the 89 Batmobile for the video, so look forward to that. But yeah, I really don't like the new Batmobiles. Like, if we can go back to, if the Robert Pattinson movie can, okay, yeah, 66 Batmobile is fast, but it's a 60s car, Huey. That wouldn't fly today. That kind of car's design looks goofy compared to today. For me, the Batmobile has to be a slick, shiny, black Corvette with fins, essentially. You put the fins on, it's a fucking Batmobile. At least 66 looked like the Batmobile. Let's for the first one. Yeah. 89 Batmobile is the best. I think second best for me, second favorite Batmobile. I really enjoy I like the animated series Batmobile. I think that's a nice little add-on to the 89. I actually don't mind the 95 Batmobile. I really don't mind the 95 Batmobile because, again, probably it's because it was nostalgic for me. Batman Forever was my first Batman film in theaters. I was the right age for that to buy all the toys. I had the toy. I like 95 Batmobile. I really did like the 95 one. Yeah, it's goofy. Yeah, it's over the top. Yeah, it's got those neon blue lights, but I liked it. Yeah, the top fin was my only problem, Huey. The top fin was a little too big. Like, if it was like half shorter, half the size, it would have been fine. Better than the freaking, what is it? Who's the guy that, like, designed the original guy? The same guy did Alien. I can't remember what his name is. I can't remember. The weird guy with the weird kind of, like, hentai fetishes. Okay. 97 Batmobile, yes, it's a giant toy. It's a giant fucking toy. I had that toy. I like how it looks. It's missing one thing. A roof, and it needs to be a two-seater. That thing is a solo-seater Batmobile. No, it looks like a fucking, like, Batmobile you put in the fucking kid's soapbox derby. That's what it looked like to me. Like, that car belongs in a Speed Racer movie, honestly. As, like, the Bat race car. Will you review Toy Story movies before the fourth one? Unfortunately, there's no time to really do the fourth one, or to do any of the Toy Story movies at the moment. Although they have been on my radar. Actually, Josh has kind of gotten me back into Toy Story a little bit. But maybe someday I'll take a look at those. You know what? Maybe next year. Because next year is the 25th anniversary of Toy Story 1. So maybe I'll take a look at it there. But who knows? That would be something maybe. Someday. I don't know. But at some point, yeah, I do want to take a look at that. Again, guys, reviews are kind of taking their time at this point. I don't have any consistent schedule because I just don't have really the energy right now. And also just because my original plan to have a consistent schedule has been kind of reduced just because it's not working the way I wanted it to. So, At the moment, yes, reviews are coming, but they're going to be a little more like kind of just when they're done, they're done. Although I will maybe try to get them out at least a week before so that people on Patreon can totally do that. By the way, guys, if you guys want to support the channel, go check out our Patreon. Go check out our Patreon and support us there. And also, if you want to donate to the channel and stuff, address, BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. You can definitely send us mail and stuff. Detective Pikachu, I want to go see that, and I want to do an opening night on it. I really want to do an opening night at some point on Detective Pikachu. Although I'm not, but the thing is, what's great about doing a review of that, it's coming from the perspective of a guy who never got into Pokemon. I've never been a Pokemon person. For me, Pokemon was just kind of like, I was the right age range for that shit. I could have gotten into it, but I never did. I never got into it, because at the time, you know what I was doing? I was collecting Phantom Menace figures. That was what I was doing for fun. So, with Pokemon, it's not really my thing, but this movie looks interesting to me. I might go check it out. And there we go. That belt is officially fixed up. I think it looks pretty solid. Let's actually test it out, do how they do it in the movies. Let's see here. All right. I feel like Val Kilmer right now about to go get drive-thru where you just, like, oh, yeah, that looks way better. I think with, like, the suit on me, the padding will kind of help it fit better, but there is that belt all ready to go for Anime North. So there you go. Now we're going to work on, I guess, the gloves. The gloves are our next target in terms of building. Building stuff for Anime North. Again, I'll leave all the stuff for Anime North in the description after this live stream because I do want you guys to come down and check it out. So let's go back to the workshop. Whoop, it's like an obstacle course. I feel like Indiana Jones right now. We're just going to take this guy, yoink, and this guy, yoink. And we're going to go back. By the way, guys, another thing, I posted this on the community page. If you guys want a copy of my Kong remake on VHS, go, if you guys want a copy, they're $20 with plus shipping. $20 plus shipping. If you guys want a copy, send us a PM and we'll link you to our PayPal and you guys can get a copy. So now we're going to work on these gloves. Basic gist. We have to add a bit more hot glue to these guys because these guys are falling apart. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'd say what we first do is I'm going to be brave here and I'm going to stick part of the glove on. And then I'm just going to, I'm going to pat it about right there. Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to basically take some hot glue. I hope I do not burn alive. Oop, I can already feel it. Okay. And we're just going to hold that there. Let that do its thing. Okay, guys, I am going through a cold right now. And yeah, tomorrow you will see a new video. I'm putting out my Lego Castle videos, rerunning those. Those should be fun to bring back up on the air, which should be great. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to try to maybe do some more tonight, do a couple more videos before I leave for Anime North. But you'll probably see a live stream either Friday or Saturday, if anything. You're going to see a live stream, hopefully, at Anime North. I might have some friends with me for the stream, so who knows. Link, please, to my PayPal. I'll shoot us a PM and I'll send it to you guys. Alright, so just going to get that a little bit more time to pad out. Yeah, so these are the gloves I made for Batman. It's just leather gloves and then like a leather jacket sleeve, essentially. Hey, Jack, have you heard of High Mountain Studios? They're making a fan film, Spider-Man 4, continuing. Ooh, okay, that should be interesting. I might check that out. That would be interesting. And follow up to Spider-Man, Raimi's Spider-Man. Abso-goddamn-lutely. All right, so now we're going to put a little bit in here. I'm just going to, a little bit of hot glue, and then just kind of stick that right there. Right on there. There we go. I can already feel the heat. Oh, boy. Ow. What are your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts? Never played the games, but I heard they're amazing. I know a really good friend who actually plays them a lot. Although, funny enough, if these live-action films are going to accomplish anything that Disney's doing, can they all just lead up to a cinematic universe where they do, like, a fucking Kingdom Hearts movie? Then I'll be happy. Let's see. Have Have I seen The Kid Who Would Be King? I wanted to see it, but I never got a chance to, unfortunately. It kind of fell out of my radar. So I have not seen that film. But I did want to. I know, like, Andy Serkis' son or something is in it, I think. Yeah, something like that. Alright, there's the hot glue. Gonna let that settle for a bit. Are you planning to write more fan fiction? At some point, man. I just haven't had time. But yeah, at some point. I own it on Blu-ray. Which one? Hi, Jack. I'm new here. Hey, nobody. 123. I love that name, by the way. That's hilarious. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Is it any good, Huey? I heard it was pretty good. Isn't it like a remake of it's kind of like a Kid in King Arthur's Court? Isn't it kind of like that? Because I heard it's sort of. Okay. Hi, Jack. I'm new here. Oh, right. I already read that comment. Yeah, if you have any questions, nobody 123, let us know. And welcome to our family. Welcome to our whole, Great Scott, buddy! Oh my god, you must have seen the top 10 timeless Back to the Future moments, huh? At some point, that is a cosplay I want to do. I want to do Doc Brown, because I think I'd be really good at that. Especially if I see Ken again, who has the DeLorean. That'd be great. Okay, so I think that's pretty much fixed up. Maybe. Actually, maybe a little bit of hot glue. Will not hurt on the edge. A little bit of hot glue on the edge does not hurt. There we go. There we go. Let's see. And Jack, you really are good at making costumes. Thanks, man. We're at plans to do more prop shop episodes. I just gotta find time to do them. Yeah, I mean, I could probably do more of these. If you guys want to see me just build stuff, let me know. In terms of live streams, because I can do it with the phone now. I now have ability to do that shit. I think it'll be a little easier. And actually, does the quality look better here than it does on the laptop? I love Batman Forever, The Dark Knight. Yeah, they're all good movies. Alright, nice. Yeah, I know the new Mattel toys are doing really well. I think at Walmart, they're actually on, what do you call it? I can't remember what it's called when they're taking them off shelf and they're like really on sale. But yeah, I think at Walmart they have a lot of them on sale. I wanted to get the T-Rex. I do want to get the T-Rex at some point because that actually is a cool figure. Clearance! There you go. They're on clearance at Walmart right now. Hey, yeah, I already said I'm really looking forward to that Spider-Man 4 fan film if that's the case. That sounds interesting. Okay, so there's the glove for that. That's one down. Now we're on this one. Let's see what needs repairing. Okay, so just the bottom sides basically needs some padding. So we're just gonna take a little beady hot glue, and we're just gonna let that pad and slap that shit down. I feel like flex tape, just flex tape. It's like you could use this on anything. Open heart surgery, guy's got an artery going, a broken marriage. Flex tape. My cousin gave me a new computer. Nice, nice. That'll come in handy, man. Yes. Flex tape. Flex tape. Flex tape. Flex tape. Flex. That's not flex tape. What the fuck is that? So yeah, there we go. There's that. Yeah, man, I'm all about JonTron. Oh, and don't get me started on the whole Pro Jared thing because honestly, I really don't care. Now that I know, I do know what he's done. I know what he's done. It's, really bad and everything. I'll say this, though. I will say this about the whole situation. Honestly, just give my take. When it started, when the Pro Jared shit started, it was more just about the fact he cheated. Now, cheating, obviously, if you're in a committed marriage, it's, not a good thing to do, honestly. I agree. But the way the internet completely bashed him before it really went downhill, even before we knew what he did, even just the cheating part, the fact that people complained that hard, he was pretty much on par with Jew Wario and shit, I'm sorry, for cheating, that's a little over the top to react, guys. I'm sorry, but reacting to cheating, in that sense, little over the top. Why do you have to call for the hanging of somebody when he's cheating? Because honestly, like, if you see it from a point of view, cheating's a passable offense. But then, so I was kind of like, I don't like how people are overreacting to it. I really don't like it. But then when it came out that he was kind of going for people under the consent age, then I was like, okay, guys, here is your complain and mope card. You can use that now, permission granted, because now that I know all the full details, yeah, fuck Pro Jared. So for me, it was like, I was on the fence about it at first, but then when more details came in, then I was like, okay, here's your complaining card. Now you have that right. I just don't think, if it was just cheating with people of consent, and it was like, it was essentially like, it was all consent between each one of them, like, and that kind of cheating, a little overkill to overreact like that. Just in my opinion, save your energy for the real serious stuff, and then when it came out, then it's like, okay, now you have that, you can unleash that energy. Because that's what it's about, guys. Like, that's what it's about with any controversy. It's about how much energy you're going to put into being angry about it. It's about how much energy you're honestly going to put in. Because sometimes it's valid if it's a very serious issue. But if it's something for, like, Game of Thrones or Last Jedi, you're wasting your energy, people. Come on. Like, it's a movie. It's not like, I understand, especially with Game of Thrones, 8 years of this shit, and then it kind of just felt like a waste of time. Well, you're missing the point of the show. It's not gonna be a happy ending. The point is, I mean, I think the guy that played Bran actually pointed out, the show is just there to, the show's basic goal is to fuck with you emotionally. Now, you can't cry emotional mental abuse on a TV show, because a TV show isn't a person. I mean, there are people involved, but you can't cry at shit. When people start crying about that stuff, I don't even want to get into it, guys, but bottom line is just, save your energy for things to complain about that are more valid, like real world problems. Real world problems is where we should focus all of our energy on. In terms of, like, movies and controversies about movies and TV shows, I really don't care. I really don't put my head in that shit. Alright, moving on. Get a shout out. Yeah, guys, no, subscribe to Nobody123. If he's a newcomer, I'll maybe check your channel out, man. I may check it out and see what you got. Pepsi. See, I really wish Pepsi would sponsor my channel. Honestly, I would be really happy if they did. Because the thing is, like, even if they sponsored an episode, I'd be like, okay, I don't need the money to make the episode. Just give me free Pepsi and I'll be all good. Yeah, that's just me. What was your question, Huey? Because I missed it. It kind of passed by. Okay, so now that we got Black Glove out of the way, let's get to this guy. Let's get to the third utility belt. If you had the opportunity to make your own King Arthur film, how would you do it? Well, here, let me put it like this, Huey. My three favorite incarnations of the Arthur myth. I love First Knight. First Knight's my personal favorite. I do like Excalibur. I do like it a little. I do like it, but I do think it suffers from, like, 80s fantasy crap. Honestly, like, there's some bad ones out there. But I do like Excalibur. I do like First Knight with Sean Connery as King Arthur. That's one of my favorites. I like Quest for Camelot even. I thought Quest for Camelot was pretty solid. But my personal favorite incarnation of the Arthur mythology actually doesn't have King Arthur in it. In fact, it takes place about 100 years after King Arthur and Camelot. And that is Dragonheart. And here's my opinion, Huey. If I did a King Arthur movie, I'd want to do a prequel to Dragonheart and make it and have the same tone as the first film, not the crappy sequels, on par with the first film, but make it about King Arthur, the Knights of the Round Table, and dragons. That's what I would do. I'd make it like that. I'd make a prequel to Dragonheart where it takes place 100 years and during the Arthur mythology. That's what I would do. What do I think of profile pic? Oh, is it? I can't really tell from this angle. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I know. Isn't it ironic that, like, Dragonheart and First Night have Sean Connery. In fact, you could probably watch those back to back and have a complete story. In fact, it's kind of the same way you can watch the 2003 Peter Pan with Jason Isaacs and then go immediately into Hook. It's kind of the same thing. Two different studios making live-action Peter Pan movies, but they somehow interconnect with each other. Which I think is actually fucking hilarious. So, we're going to work on this bat belt. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is actually cut this fucker in half. And I got to be super careful to get this right. So, or, you know what? Yeah, should I have it clipped on, or? I'm really, okay, fuck it. We're going to clip it in half. Let's see, there, oh, there we go. Okay. So that way we can just clip on like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is now, I'm going to basically carefully cut this very lightly, like that, and then, this is basically giving me the options to have two different belts for the bat suit. What I want to do is basically take the belt and add this thing on it. So, the options are, we can just see here how this could work. Just gonna measure it out. Okay, so I'm gonna basically draw a little thing here. There we go. Okay. I'll wait for the messages to come back. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see what people are saying. Say, if Inuyasha and Kingdom Hearts had a crossover, oh, that'd be cool. Oh, yeah, the Batman Ninja Turtles thing actually looks kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. That actually looks pretty kick-ass. Okay, so there's that, and I'm just going to take that there and take that there. Okay. So, there's that. And we're just gonna basically have it, I guess, right there. Oh, wait, okay, I think I got it. Yep, I got it. I got this shit. Maybe you should use flex tape. I don't have flex tape, unfortunately. Okay, so I'd say for the sake of it, we use, do I want to use gaffer tape? Maybe gaffer tape might do the trick. I want to use hot glue. Hot glue will do a little better. Alright. Did you see Slender Man movie? No, and I don't plan to, Nick, because I don't support Slender Man after the whole fucking killer incident. I really don't like Slender Man. Just a little bit there, a little bit here, and a little bit there. Now, you gotta be careful not to fuck this up. If you do the thing, and you do it right, and you don't fuck it up, it works. Ow, fuck. Yep, fucked it up already. If you do the thing, I can honestly say it's the worst movie ever. Oh, no. Oh, Nick, you have to review it. Please review it. I will, and make it funny. Make it funny. Make it funny. I would actually watch that. That would be a great review. Okay, so what we're going to... Oh, fuck that can. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue on here. There we go. Just kind of... Ow! Yep. Oh, yep, that burns. That burns like a bitch. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. I asked because I feel people these days, especially... Shit. Say, Jack, I asked because I feel people these days, especially Guy Ritchie, are moving too far away from the original Arthur mythology when making new King Arthur movies. Well, that's the thing, like, I haven't seen any of the other ones since. Like, those are the only few I like. But, yeah, like, honestly, like, if I did a Arthur movie, I'd probably stick more to the Dragonheart one and make a prequel. Because I do like Dragonheart. I really like Dragonheart. Okay, so there's that one. Now we're moving on to the other side. We gotta do the thing. We gotta do the thing right, and we don't fuck it up. And then it works. It just works. Now, let's see. We want to make it where it matches. So, how do we go about this? Okay, we got. Okay. I'm on the right track. I am on the right track. Kind of want to get it where. Yep. All right. There we go. There we go. Yep. Right the fuck there. Okay. Same thing as before. So far, Excalibur is the only big budget movie incredibly fan. Yeah, I like that one. I do like that one, Huey. Don't get me wrong, but I do find it is a little too dark, and I don't mean that just by the tone. I mean that in terms of it's hard to see that one. It's hard to watch that one. Oh yeah, good. You'd make a good King Arthur movie, Huey. I can tell you that. Actually, you know what? Here, I don't know if this would be good. If I did an Arthur movie, you know what I would do? I would do a Magic Treehouse movie. There you go, because I love those fucking books. There's a fucking movie. There's your movie. I would totally do that. Hell, maybe even probably make it animated even. There we go. Okay. So now, that's a little, kind of patch that up a teeny bit. Get a bit more. Do I really remind you of, like, Tony Stark? 1, 2, 3. That's interesting. I never thought of myself as Tony Stark. I thought of myself as a Bruce Wayne more. Hello, Pay Raven. Hello. Good to see you. We're just building cosplays today because Anime North is coming up and I have to prep. I have to prep for this damn thing. Okay, do I want to add a bit? Yeah, you know what? We're going to add a little bit here. And we're going to add a little bit here. And we're going to stick that shit right there. By golly. Enough with the cons. Never! Never, Nick. They will last forever. They will never die. Ooh. Ooh, ow, that's hot. Ooh. What are your thoughts on Safari Limited 2018 Triceratops? I have not been paying attention to Safari Limited for a long-ass time in Ancient Dinosaur 101, so I really don't care. Okay. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Oh yeah, it's way fine, actually. Okay. Let's test her out. It's gonna be like fucking Batman Forever up in this shit. Let's see. Oh, okay, we have a problem. It is too messed right in there. It needs to be, I think, a bit more tight, I think. Yeah, it needs to be a bit more kind of tighter. I think I should have done this the other way where it just kind of clips on. This is nothing like the fucking movie. Let's see here. How do we fix this? You guys got any suggestions? Because it's supposed to be a bit more kind of inwards, I think. I have no idea. Kind of did the thing. We kind of fucked it up. Fit it with duct tape? You think that'll work? Let's try that. Let's give that a try. Just kind of pat the sides, maybe. Let's see. We did the thing. Okay. So more has to do... Okay, yep, that's the problem. Okay, I see the problem. It's this. Okay. So maybe I might have an idea how we can pat this. Let's make a little padded thing. Start with, actually we'll save our gaffer tape because that will be needed. We'll make a little wrap around the side. Maybe make kind of a bit more of a folded in kind of thing. Sort of like that. And put some padding sort of. Okay, that would, yeah, that would work. That would work. That would work. That would work. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this and we're gonna do the thing, not fuck it up, and make it work. Got my fiance to watch Godzilla. Yay! Also, congratulations, Nick. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, you know, do your thing and don't fuck it up. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take some tape and I'm going to lightly pat it. So, oh shit, not too much. Okay, guys, just bear with me here because I am trying to build this costume piece. See. I thought it was pretty good. Rodan Mothra. Oh, wait, have you seen the movie yet? What about Robin Hood? Seriously, judging from the costumes, the new movie looked like... Oh, yeah, the new movie was terrible, Huey. It sucked. From what I heard, it was fucking garbage. In terms of a new Robin Hood movie, here are my personal favorites, right? I like Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn will always be my favorite. I love Errol Flynn. I love Disney. I love Costner. I love Brooks. I even liked Russell Crowe. I thought the Russell Crowe Robin Hood was actually not that bad. I really thought it wasn't half bad. I thought it was probably the most historically accurate Robin Hood, if anything. It was the most historically accurate. I didn't have a problem with it, honestly. That was probably the last good one, in my opinion. But this new one I heard was terrible. I didn't even bother. I was kind of curious about it, but I lost interest after people came out and said, yeah, piece of shit movie. So I did not see the new Robin Hood. I refused. I saw the new Godzilla 2 stuff as well. Old Godzilla, okay. Oh, wow, they got some new Godzilla. They got, yeah, the new Godzilla toys. Okay, that works. I think that was the problem with the Crow one. It felt more like a prequel than a proper Robin Hood movie. But that's the thing, like, I know for Robin Hood, we expect, like, the cool archery shit and stuff like that, which... I know the new one tried, but the problem was it looked more like an Antifa propaganda film. I didn't really care for it. I thought it was a major disappointment. Or I didn't even bother because I heard it was fucking garbage. So, yeah, in terms of Robin Hood, I thought the Russell Crowe one was better because it was more historically accurate. And the thing is with the whole fucking, cool archery shit, that's the thing, like, Robin Hood never... I think it was just more about the character and trying to portray who he really was, rather than him being, like, yes, he is a legend. He is a legend, but I think sometimes the stories, like, especially when he got to all the classic archery stuff and everything, it did get a little heavy-handed. So for me, just the fact that they didn't do that, and they instead just did more of a historical piece, actually made it better. I did think it made it actually a little bit better. Oh yeah, that actually works way better. That works way better with the fucking... But he didn't become an outlaw till the end of the movie. And that's the thing. It's an origin movie. I didn't want a sequel. I just wanted to see how he became an outlaw. Why he became an outlaw. You know? And it wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to rebel against Prince John. It was because, you know, he was just fighting for what he believed in. Even Prince John was like, this guy ain't bad. But then when he found out fucking Robin Hood was taking all his fucking glory, he's like, oh, I'm pissed. I fucking hate you now. And that's what I think the Russell Crowe film got across. You know, like, but, you know, granted, Huey, it is better than that piece of shit that just came out. Let's just admit that. It was way better than that recent one that just came out, because that was fucking garbage. That was really bad. Yeah, you didn't want an origin movie. And that's fine, because there's other good Robin Hood movies out there. You know, that's fine. You're entitled to not have an origin movie. If you don't want an origin movie, then go watch the Kevin Costner one. Okay, here's the thing, though. The Kevin Costner one, I like. I mean, Alan Rickman gives one of the best performances of his career. Like, I love Alan Rickman in that movie. But my only problem with it, I mean, but I like it. Again, I like it. I like the set design. I like Kevin Costner. I love the cast. I love the music. Michael Common's best work, honestly. I love the Bryan Adams song, even. I love that shit. My only problem with that film, it relied way too much on fantasy. The witch subplot, and the fact that Azim is like a wizard dude, didn't like that. Did not like that. I felt like, in terms of being historically accurate, you drew a bit too much on the fantasy. And for me, that ruined the film, was just that whole witch subplot, because it just brought in too much magic shit, where it suddenly became like a Dungeons and Dragons movie, or like just a fantasy film. That was my only complaint about the Kevin Costner Robin Hood. Everything else was great. I still like that movie. Do I wish for an archery tournament? Yeah. Like, that's one of the things I missed about the Costner one. I felt like they lacked on an archery tournament, which is one of the better things about the Errol Flynn film. But yeah, I felt that was really the only gripe with the Costner one. I felt it was just too reliant on fantasy, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, that looks way better. A little better, actually. So we're going to keep that. There's the belt. There's what I'm going to call the Panther belt, essentially. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the VHS is terrible. Now, you want to know why, Nick? I found out why. Because that movie is super long, they had to record it and manufacture it through LP. And LP actually makes the quality less. So, you probably got an LP copy. Alright, so there's the belt. We're going to basically just clean up here. Is that belt for my review series? For Batman? Maybe. It might be for just a cosplay in general. Because, again, Anime North this weekend. So there we go. All of our cosplays are essentially fixed for now. I do have to fix up Jockin. But let's clean up a bit first, guys. That's one of the things you gotta start learning when you build stuff. Always clean up after yourself. Alright, no, I don't want to rotate device. So just take this. And we're gonna take this. And we're gonna take all of this. And we're gonna move over here again. I like to multicast it and stuff. But yeah, so there are the costumes ready to go for Anime North. So I'm gonna pack those up after this live stream, probably. I'm gonna be at the con actually from Thursday to Sunday, because I do like to go the extra day, because they do kind of, the fans that go there actually make an extra day out of Thursday waiting in line for tickets. So, thoughts on the Masters of the Universe movie? I am so for it. Okay, I'm not the biggest He-Man fan, Huey. I mean, I think the cartoon's okay. I do like that theme song. He-Man. Love that theme song. I'm actually one of those people who will actually defend the Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren. Only because, like, yes, it's a terrible Back to the Future ripoff mixed with, like, every fish out of water story. But the thing is with the Masters of the Universe movie, what makes it sell for me, I love the final battle between He-Man and Skeletor. It's purely over the top. I thought Skeletor's design actually was kind of cool. But, yeah, aside from that, it's not a good movie. But I will defend that whole final battle, and the soundtrack's amazing. I think the guy who played Skeletor was fucking phenomenal. You know, he's like, yes! Let this be our final battle! It's so over the top. That was me when the last battle of Game of Thrones happened, I was just like, yes! Let this be our final battle! Oh yeah, him. I love that shit. He was a great Skeletor. But yeah, like so in terms, yeah, I think it's about time for a new He-Man movie. I also think it's about time for a goddamn Thundercats movie. We need a Thundercats, we need a He-Man, and you know what, fuck it. Can we get another G.I. Joe movie, please? We need another G.I. Joe movie, because I thought the last G.I. Joe was great. Better than Rise of Cobra. Rise of Cobra was fucking garbage. But, Retaliation was great. We need another one, and I also heard word they want to do kind of a crossover with the Transformers, which, take my money, I'm up for that shit. Transformers and G.I. Joe, abso-goddamn-lutely, I would so pay for that. Okay, so we want to fix up Jockin now. Let's get you, little buddy. Let's get you onto the fixing stage. Oh, God, shut up. So we're just going to fix Jockin up. He is next on our to-do list. So he just needs some repair work, essentially. No, not this soon, not this soon! Ah! Okay, so what does our little puppet buddy need to be fixed? Okay, well, his staff is fine. His staff is okay. I think what needs repair work is in his eyes. His eyes definitely need some work. So how to go about this? Let's think for a sec. Do we have any ping pong balls? That is the question. And it doesn't look like it. Fuck. Because I'm thinking if we can, like, cover them with ping pong balls, that'd be a little easier. Because I don't want to paint over. Let's check the workshop. Let's see if we got anything that we can use to kind of just fix them up here. Oh! We might have a solution. Might have a solution. We have some, I want to say maybe some white duct tape might do the, whoop. This might do the trick. Let's try this. If this doesn't work, I'll probably just have to go to a dollar store and pick up some ping pong balls and get those eyes replaced. Because that's how they did Kermit. But for now, because we want to save money and time, let's try to make something out of these, out of this shit. So, I'm thinking, that match? Maybe a little wide there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Why don't I drive? Because I can't afford a car, Eric, or Nick. I cannot afford a car. Because then I won't have money to make movies or videos. So, plus, I do kind of get transit for free anyway, so there's that. Okay, so, actually, let's do something here. No, that's a little too big. We need something of a bit smaller circle. What to use? No, I don't want to use that. That's too big. We're trying to find something a little smaller than this. Because we want to wrap it around the eye. So think for a sec. Thanks to the Yoshidatsu 101. Yeah, it's a good puppet. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to try this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circular pattern. Maybe start. Let's do a circular pattern about there. Okay, that'll do it. What we're going to do, we're going to take the duct tape. And don't worry, I got plenty of this stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut the tape to the proper size. Say, cut like that. It's a little too much, but okay. I'll be very careful with the stuff. Cut a bit more. Like that. It might not be a perfect circle, but it's the best we can do. Okay. All right, see you later, Huey. Thanks for coming by. I think once I finish Jockin, I'll shut this stream down. Wait. Do we want yellow? Because I just realized, or do we want white? Because I just realized his eyes are yellow. I am so glad I caught that because that would have been a disaster. So we're going to have to find some yellow tape. Okay. Thank the maker I thought about that because that would have been a stupid move. Let's see if we have some yellow tape. Yellow tape might be a little bit better. Let's check our little tape drawer here. Perfect! Huzzah! We have yellow tape. Okay. So we're going to use yellow tape instead because that's going to look a little bit better. So let's do this. All right. So I'm just going to take that and we're going to use yellow tape. I'm really glad I caught that because that would have been a disaster. So what I'm going to do is very carefully tape on this stuff because I don't want to damage the eyeballs on this thing. Let's see here. So I have to be super careful and kind of go around his eye without fucking it up. Okay. So I'm just gonna, there we go, very slightly. Oh. And then we're gonna just cut where it can, there we go. Oh yeah, this is gonna work way better. I haven't seen Endgame yet, although I know most of the spoilers, and I know the battle is amazing. So, but like, again, for those who haven't seen it, don't spoil it in the chat. Okay, so we got that. I wonder if we can maybe get a bit more there. Just gonna slightly patch them up, essentially. No, that one's dead. All right, we're just gonna go for another set of tape. Again, guys, if I'm not paying attention, I apologize. I just gotta be laser focused on this. And I actually wonder if I can pad this a little bit with some green. Dark Phoenix is going to be a flop. Yeah, it's going to suck. I'm sorry, guys. That Dark Phoenix movie. Just give it back to Disney, honestly. It's not going to be good. Okay. Also, by the way, we hit 4,400 subscribers. Thank you all so much for getting us there. That's fantastic, honestly. I'm really happy we got there. Yeah, I think at some point I'm probably going to have to replace this guy with ping pong balls for his eyes. Because these are not going to hold much longer. Okay. That's one eye. Pretty much good. To go. Maybe pat it a little bit more. There we go. Okay. On to eye number 2. I was going to ask when you see your chance of the... I didn't see that. Sorry, man. Didn't see that. Wait for another comment to swing by and then I'll read it. Okay. Now, let's do another one. If it was you who did Fallen Kingdom, what would you do with the film? I wouldn't cut out that 45 minutes, that's for sure. And I would actually, you know what, one of the things I would do? I would change the aspect ratio to match the other films. Because I was not a fan of that new aspect ratio. I know it looks more cinematic, but yeah, Jurassic Park is meant to be like a different, kind of, you know, thing, like scope. Cinema scope. I didn't like that with the new one. But I wouldn't cut the 45 minutes. that was cut. I'd keep the human DNA angle, and I would actually focus more on the island, and I would actually fucking tell about, what is it, like, I would tell more about the whole, Isla Sorna shit and not save it for, like, the websites, which is stupid. Honestly, every time I go back and watch that movie, I hate it more and more. I really do, guys. I'm sorry. Fallen Kingdom just sucks. That was really bad. That was a big... What a letdown. What a letdown of a movie. Okay, last thing with Jockin. Before we finish up patch up, we need to make him a new eyelid. And unfortunately, we do not have any black Sharpies. Shit. So we're going to have to go all the way upstairs, folks. Follow me. Swim-le-moi. But first, I need a Pepsi. First, I need a Pepsi. And then once we get him done, I'm going to wrap this live stream up because we've been on for an hour and a half, and that's a long time. I'm actually going to do more of these with my phone. I like this a little better. Okay. Let's go on a quest. So yeah, guys, and if you're wondering about the whole, let's see, finally see inside. Oh, see Dougie. Where is she? Alright, let's find Timber, actually. Where are you, sweetie? There you are. There she is. There's my baby. There she is. Say hi to everybody, Timber. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Hi, did you kiss us? I know. I know. They love you. Look at them. Look at them. They love you. I know. You want attention. You want attention. I know. She is such a good puppy, honestly. Yeah. She needs to get back in more videos, honestly. I know. She's so cute. I know. She's my little baby. She's my little baby. Look at the paper. Look at the paper. Look at them. I know you want attention. You want attention, sweetie. I know. I know you want attention. I know. Yeah, she's a good puppy. Look, a puppy. Oh, you know what? She needs a treat. You want a treat? You're a good puppy. I'm gonna teach you actually some tricks here. By the way, just bear in mind, again, Braveheart on TV. I'm just kind of keeping it in the background for the dog. She likes to watch TV. Do I like Scooby-Doo? Meh. It's okay. Oh, she wants this. Timber, you guys want to see a cool trick? Okay, watch this. I don't see here. Can I flip the camera? Yes, I can. Okay. Timber, come here. Come here. Sit. All right, you gonna be good? You gonna be good? Paw? Can we shake on it? All right. Oh, okay. There you go. Good girl. She loves that. Again, sorry, yeah, Braveheart on TV. But yeah, actually, this is the house, essentially. This is where I do a lot of stuff. Actually, I'll show you the studio. High definition. But yeah, as you can see, and if you're wondering why there is a toilet bowl near my room, it's because we're getting the bathroom remodeled. Okay. So what we need is we need a Sharpie. Okay. Sharpie. And yes, I actually am making more copies of my movie on VHS. So, where the bloody hell are those Sharpies? What the ass? Huh. I could have sworn I had a fuckload of Sharpies. We got any questions? Fire away. I'll try to answer them while I'm here. Fucking donkey, what the hell? No. No. What the ass? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, no. Fuck. BigJackFilms, the movie, The Search for Sharpies. What bloody hell did I put them? Oh, there they are. But yeah, I'm making VHS copies of my movie, by the way. And also, if you guys would like, again, I'll put this out there. If you guys want a VHS copy of the movie, here they all are, stacked up. $20 a tape, plus shipping. If you guys want a copy, shoot me a PM, and I'll send them to you via PayPal. Ooh, the Scottish music is coming on. Like, the Scottish music is coming on. Let's go on an adventure and just kind of, I don't know. I eat chips. I love me some bagpipes. There we go. Alright. Would I like to see those 2 sequels to Con? No. Honestly, no. Some Con maybe, but those 2 with the Nazis and stuff, no. That would have been dumb. I know people, and I do have plans to review those actually. Really thinking about it. I really want to review that kind of like whole April Fool's thing. And I want to do it next April Fool's. Next year. You can catch that. But that's what I want to do. So now, we're going to put pupils on his eyes. So, we want to do the thing, and we don't want to fuck it up. So I'd say we bring them a little bit closer to home. So what we're going to do is very slightly sketch eyes on Jockin. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, that looks way better, actually. Way, way better. Right there. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it. Okay. We got this. We got this, man. We got this by the ass. Okay. But yeah, I will do a review of those April Fool's Kong movies next year. That will be a given. I think that would be a good set of videos. Okay. And I believe Jockin is finished. So let's pop this fucker on. Just get a hand up his butt, which is every Muppet nowadays. Let's see. Jack, does hypnosis really work in real life? It kind of does. I mean, those little spiral things, I've tried those once or twice and they work okay. Let's see. And there he is. Is this Jockin finally come to life after all these years? Yes, I have returned with better eyelids, and now I must go find Lord Shishomaru. But yeah, so there's the Jockin Muppet. I'm gonna actually have him in Anime North, which is gonna be amazing. Yeah, I still want to review Dawn of the Dead, Nick. I just gotta find time to watch it all the way through. Isn't that right, Jockin? Yes, you need to watch more movies about zombies. I know. I feel like a really bad Jeff Dunham act. What's my favorite Pixar movie? Toy Story, the first one. Actually, the one that I think is most unappreciated, A Bug's Life. Where's the fuck is my sequel to A Bug's Life, honestly? I would watch that. That'd be great. A Bug's Life 2? You've been teasing it for 20 years, Pixar. Do it! Or else fucking Jockin here is going to come in with a staff of 2 heads and you shall not pass your ass. Isn't that right? Yeah, I know. I am right. I am totally right. Jack is always right about shit. So yeah, I guess that does it for all our repair jobs. Jockin's looking great. He's going to look great for Anime North. I'm going to try to find Shishomaru, or he's going to find Shishomaru. And yeah, we're going to do that. And yeah, I just wanted to do a live stream before the incoming storm that is Anime North, because guys, I'm going to be super busy this week. So if you don't see me post many videos on YouTube, I will be on Twitter, I will be on Instagram, I will be on Facebook, sharing the shit out of Anime North. I am going to try to do a live stream maybe Friday or Saturday at my hotel at Anime North where there is Wi-Fi, because my data is really bad right now. But I definitely do want to do a live stream in Anime North and share my experience with you guys, and definitely show you around and stuff. I think that'd be actually pretty fun. If you guys want to join me on the adventure, I might be joined by some special guests. Actually, hell, you know what I'm going to do? Fuck it. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to do a live stream on Saturday, because there's a couple of cosplayers I want you guys to meet, maybe have an interview with them through the live stream. One of them being Battle Alana. Battle Alana has worked with us before on a ton of our videos. She worked on obviously the Valentine's Day special. That was her first gig. She's also working on the 100th episode. So yeah, maybe we can arrange that, because she's staying with us at the hotel. And if you guys want to ask her questions, stuff, definitely do. And yeah, let's do that actually. Fuck it. We're going to do that. Live stream Saturday at Anime North at night. And I'll have a ton of people with me, just talking about shit. Definitely do. That would be great. If you guys want to join us there, I'll have a couple cosplay guests with me and we can check that out. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave this live stream. In fact, I'm just going to answer 3 more questions, and then I'm going to cut it. Okay, you got one more question? Fire away. Wondering if you can make a Wolfman costume. That might be something maybe doing as the prop shop episode. Maybe at some point. Like, that'd be one I'd have to get sponsorship for in terms of, like, people paying to get it done. But maybe someday that would be something I'd do. Second question. Hey, Jack, what would you want to see come back in terms of Jurassic Park 3 dinosaurs? Spinosaurus in the 3rd one. Definitely want to see that. Last question. And then we are off. Wow, we've been going for an hour and 46 minutes. This is probably our longest live stream to date. Okay. Can I make a Spider-Man costume? That would be an interesting way. I could probably do that. I think if I made it, I would make it out of a morph suit. That would be the starting point. But in terms of what kind of spider suit I would go for, I would want to be inspired more by the Amazing Spider-Man 1 costume, because that is actually my personally favorite Spider-Man suit because of the realistic portrayal of it. Because the idea of, like, the sunglass lens as the spider thing, I like that idea. So maybe someday I might do that. But yeah, at some point, prop shop, I do want to do more of these. This was just kind of like just a live stream on to do beforehand, before the coming storm of Anime North. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. If you guys would like to support the channel, go check out our Patreon page. $1 or more will get you early access to all of our content. We are planning to reset that a little bit and give it more of a better reward system. If you guys want to send us donations, gifts, letters, do so at this address, BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. Also, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We like to post stuff there all the time. You can follow us more there. In terms of videos, they are coming. We are trying to figure out some stuff. I might put out a trailer for the 100th episode this Friday. Maybe. There's a Lego Castle video coming out tomorrow. And then on top of that, yeah, I'm going to do a live stream on Saturday at Anime North. I think I figured I'd share my experiences with you guys and just kind of have an interview with some cosplayers and stuff, and you guys can get to know these people. So yeah, guys, again, thank you so much for joining. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off. We got Anime North coming in a couple of days, and how do I turn this off? God help us all in terms of Anime North. Let's see what happens.